Oh, now we're live. I guess I need a longer intro. Hi, Amber. Oh, we didn't put our headphones on. Gee whiz. Go ahead and get it. Let me go back over to this thing and make sure that this is... Boy, you jump through all the hoops, you know? Did I say... I got to record here. Whoops. Okay, now we're recording. Go ahead. Test, test, test.
Check, check.
Okay.
Test, test.
You can hear everything's cool?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rich. It's my co-host Amber. Whoops. Let me make sure we're on the right layout. And we're going to talk about... I've got a couple of things. One thing is how do you respond when your gazillion people event is canceled? Amber, what you got?
One of the things I've got is talking about how to maintain your customers.
See? We know what we're doing. This is the intro for the replay viewers. Now we're going to play our introduction, our cool little graphic.
Welcome to the Big Promo Cast with Amber and Rich. In this podcast, Amber and Rich discuss the world of marketing, branding, and promotional products. Now, here's Amber and Rich.
Boy, this is fun. Fun, fun, fun. Hi, everybody. Glad you could join us today. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
How was your week?
It was pretty good. Last night I had you remember my women in politics thing that I'm doing?
Yeah.
I had my first interview last night.
You're interviewing a subject.
Right.
Okay.
And that was pretty cool. I've never done an interview before.
Anybody famous?
She dropped out, but she was a presidential candidate for this go around.
For the Libertarians?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So, yeah. So
she's different than the other one that's running, that's right now.
Correct.
Cool. Anybody get in a fight? Everything's good? Is the Libertarian Party, is everybody happy with each other? Or is there infighting?
No.
Is it a mess?
Oh, yeah.
It's like everything?
Yes. There's
funny.
a joke that every libertarian says that they're the only true libertarian.
Individual people, you mean?
Yeah.
That's funny. That's like Church of Christ people. They used to say the same thing. They used to think they're the only ones going to heaven.
I do have some news to share with you.
Okay. Returning notice.
No. No. I am going to be running for city council in 2022.
In Cedar Hill?
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty
That's
excited.
awesome. What if you guys move from Cedar Hill between now and then? You probably won't.
We're not going to.
Okay, cool. That's exciting.
So, yeah, I'm excited.
Whatever you need me to help you do, I'll help you do.
Awesome.
I always thought Cedar Hill needed some help down there.
Oh, yeah.
I never really thought that.
Well,
I
they
don't know anything
definitely do.
That's pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
So when your husband gets elected and you get elected, y'all will just be a power couple.
Hell yeah.
Cedar Hill political power couple. That's awesome. Well, heck, that's breaking news. I don't know how to follow that up with anything good. I don't have anything.
How's your week been?
This video stuff's fun, and it's a lot of plugs and gazintas and all that kind of stuff, trying to figure it all out.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and we do it all for you. I'm engaging now, so I still don't have any comments that I know of. So anyway, I can't see them here in my eCamp software. So if you're out there, give us a shout. But the week was okay. I mean, got a whole bunch of irons in the fire, a whole bunch of proposals out for stuff.
Yeah.
Virtual events and that kind of thing. Different kits and boxes and listen. Oh, our friends down in New Orleans, the big university in New Orleans, who shall remain nameless,
yes.
dropped the ball on a bunch of stuff. So that's a new department for them. So for us, so that's good.
Yeah.
They're a big medical school, so they do there's a lot of different studies.
Right.
This is I think it was our fourth different group we work with them. So
nice.
And they pulled through Hurricane Sally. They weren't unaffected by that. So
awesome.
Hopefully they can get through beta and we'll all be good. So
sounds good.
That's all for that. That's all about that. But yeah, other than that, the week was fine. Well, my new car is fantastic.
Awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, what you got to talk about?
Well, let's start with my blog post.
All right.
I did a blog post on Thursday. And it was about expecting employees to work 24/7, which can be a major problem.
Well, especially when you're a slacker like you.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
No, it's actually really common for people who work salary.
Uh-huh.
Now, I am lucky because I don't have that issue.
Right.
Like, my boss does not expect all that craziness.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything. Go ahead.
But it can be a major issue, and I cannot stand the idea of people setting these expectations,
Mm-hmm.
and especially when it's not even talked about beforehand.
Yeah.
Like you go into an interview and they just completely write off the fact that they're going to be expecting you to leave your son's baseball game to come work on this project.
A long time ago when I worked in New York City and Fairfield County, Connecticut, in the advertising business,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things was that if you go to apply at a new place, drive by that place at 11 o'clock at night and see how many cars are in the parking lot.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And there were places like Priceline had people there 24/7.
Wow.
Back in the when the internet was starting up and there was all these internet
Mhm.
companies and marketing companies, but yeah, it was the advertising business for some reason. Well, I guess a lot of businesses are like that. They expect your blood, and you leave at the end of the week. You leave if you ever get an end of the week. You're a scab at the end of the week. You're nothing. You're beat up. I mean, some people don't even have a life. I mean, they go home and they change clothes and they get up in the morning and go back to work. If they even go home.
F that.
Yeah, no good. But I mean, from my standpoint, I kind of am on 24/7. If somebody calls me, I mean, my cell phone's on every email I send out. So, and I have customers that call whenever they feel like. Our friend in Philadelphia calls, but he'll call in the middle of a football game too and just give me bullshit. So,
Yeah.
it's good, and he spends money, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
And he appreciates what we do. He called me Friday just to say thanks for the latest thing he got. That
Wow.
he hadn't seen it. He changed the color of his mugs. He didn't know if he wanted to change them or not. So, but once he got them, he loved them better than the ones he had before. So,
Nice.
but he just called me out of the blue on my cell Friday night. So anyway, it's nice to have that kind of availability. But I get it. If I worked for a guy that expected me to be on, no,
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's like, come on in and work Saturday so you can work on your TPS reports from Office Space. Do you ever see Office Space?
Mm-mm.
You got to see Office Space. If you're talking about employees working at a place,
Mm-hmm.
Office Space is pretty funny. You've never seen Office Space?
No, I've never seen Office Space.
I think it was filmed in Irving. I mean, the business they work in looks just like Las Colinas, like one of those low-rise, generic offices. And the boss runs around and goes, "Yeah, we're going to need you to go ahead and work on Saturday, okay?" And stuff like that. It's really funny. Anyway.
Luckily, I choose to come in on Saturdays.
That's true, because
Yeah.
I don't think you work 5 days, do you, during the week?
I work 6 days a week.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I do. But
you're available 6 days a week, but you don't put in 8 hours 6 days a week.
no.
But that's acceptable, so that's whatever. The work gets done, so we're all good there.
Yep.
Anything else about that?
No.
Let's see if I can get over to mine. I'm going to talk about. Come on, computer. Gee whiz. Which one is this? It's this one. Is it this one? Dr. Pepper. What the hell is this video thing?
An ad?
I don't want that. Anyway, excuse me. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. Popeyes and Dr. Pepper are teaming up for the ultimate tailgate giveaway. Basically, they're giving away $15,000 worth of home theater shit, which is awesome. But all you got to do is buy a medium drink at Popeyes, probably a Dr. Pepper, and there's a game code on it. Anyway, party from home, football season, rah rah rah.
Yeah.
It's I guess there's a need for it because everybody needs to. I don't know. It's trying to get more people engaged, I guess, around a theme and buying your product, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Anything to say about that?
I agree. I heard that it is a lot, or at least similar to the McDonald's monopoly.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The concept of buy something from this fast food chain and you get this code, and like every single drink that you get is going to have something on it. So it's going to have, free small fries or, whatever. And I've heard that there are some people that are a little nervous that it's going to be too much like the McDonald's monopoly thing and kind of tank.
That's funny that you mentioned McDonald's monopoly. I did not know that's what was going on. Did you see that movie, the documentary about McDonald's monopoly?
I did not.
Do you know
about it? I don't know what you're talking about.
All through the 90s or maybe the 2000s, the guy that was running the contest, some security company in Atlanta or somewhere like that, gave away all the game pieces, the prizes, to his family and friends. So for years, everybody that had won the big $100,000, $1 million prizes were people that the guy knew.
Oh, my God.
He would go to the printer, and there was some kind of security person with him, and there was at some point in the transaction, he was able to snag the winning pieces and give them to his friends.
Wow. What the hell?
There's a whole documentary on HBO about it. It's really cool. I guess everybody's in jail, but the people that won money, it ruined their lives. They got divorces. But you hear about lottery winners all the time.
Oh, yeah.
$1 million, and they go crazy and whatever.
Yeah.
But
they blow through it within 6 months.
But the McDonald's monopoly thing was crazy as far as the scam that went on with it. It was very interesting. We don't have any comments yet on anything of those. Let me bounce over to this other app real quick and see if I can see any comments. No, I don't see any. Anyway, well, that's the way that goes.
And if you watch the replay on this, feel free to go ahead and add comments to it so that way we can come back to it next week.
Yeah, do that. That's a good idea. Action item for you, viewer. What else you got?
So on textrequest.com, I found this article that is 5 profitable tactics for creating repeat customers.
Okay.
Sounds pretty good. Sounds like very valuable information. Well, for those of you who don't know, I am the author of a book called The Ultimate Client Experience. And I thought it'd be pretty interesting for me to go through this article and just kind of see what I agree with, what I disagree with, kind of my thoughts on it.
Okay.
And find out your thoughts too.
Sounds like we might have some hot sports opinions over here.
So the first one is utilize customer information with CRMs.
Duh.
Yeah. It shows that you're paying attention, especially when you're reaching out, for prior purchases, using important dates. You know that they have a project coming up or something like that. So that's obviously a good idea.
Sure.
The next one is time your promotions around the customer's behavior.
Okay.
Such as time of year they typically make purchases, other similar products they're buying, stuff like that.
Okay.
Now, I'm somewhat agree with this. The only thing I kind of feel like could be changed is you want to get in touch with them when they're not buying as well. Particularly, last week we talked about getting in touch with customers to say thank you, and not trying to be all salesy or whatever. You want to do that when they're not being bombarded by all these sales and stuff. If they're going through their emails and just going delete, that's not the time you want to reach out.
Yeah, you don't want your emails to land on Monday morning, I don't think.
Oh, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Number 3, combine email and text marketing to engage customers. Now, I have a problem with this one.
I don't do text message email. Text message marketing.
Well, it absolutely has some benefits.
Maybe.
Now, I've heard that it's becoming a bigger thing to do text marketing and that people get, they actually get responses from it. Now, this article says email open rates are 15%.
Ha!
And text message open rates are 99%. Now, the problem with this is so many people are only opening this to get rid of the notification.
Right.
They're not fucking reading it.
She said. for emphasis.
I know I will open up.
We need to get a beep button so I can say
My bad.
7-second delay. No, it's fine. You can drop F-bombs all day. I just think it's funny when you do it. Anyway.
But I get spam crap on my phone all the time. And I absolutely open it. So that way the notification will go away.
Right. Because who likes those red dots?
Right?
Yeah.
So my big problem with combining email and text messaging is that if a customer has said, this is my communication preference, you want to go with that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even on the first item, the utilize customer information with CRMs,
Mm-hmm.
you want to have on there what their communication preference is.
Sure.
And if you're doing email and text, they're going to get sick of you.
Yeah.
They're going to get annoyed, honestly.
Yeah. Well, I hate it when you give somebody a permission to send you texts because you ordered something from them and you want them to send you order updates,
Mm-hmm.
and they take that as, oh, then I'll send you all kinds of stuff over your text.
Yeah.
That lasts about 1 second, and then I'll shut you down, and I probably won't buy from you again.
Yeah.
Or I probably will not buy from you. You will not be my first choice. Anyway.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway.
Number 4. Always
on.
practice excellent customer service.
Really?
That's a duh.
Man, I could write articles like this all day.
Right.
Captain Obvious. Thanks.
And then number 5 is create a successful customer loyalty program. I think those are good ideas.
Create something successful. That's,
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about just create one and let's see if it's successful.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry to be snarky. Not really, but.
Well, and the article says the key to this is keeping it simple. So I am a big Domino's customer. I love
really?
Domino's. Yeah.
Ugh, that's gross. Hey, everybody likes what they like. So
Yeah.
That's fine.
And one of the things I like about them is their loyalty program.
Oh, really? They have something good?
Yeah.
Okay.
You, for every order that you do,
Uh-huh.
you get 10 points for their loyalty program.
Okay.
And after you get 100 points, you get a free pizza.
Okay.
So every single time that I want to order pizza,
Uh-huh.
unless I'm craving something specific, like, you know, a little mom and pop restaurant or whatever. But anytime I order pizza, I get Domino's
Okay.
because I rack up those points.
Right.
And I've gotten several free pizzas from it.
Cool.
Yeah. So I really like that customer loyalty programs,
Mhm.
like they keep you coming back.
Right. That's what they're for.
Mm-hmm.
But to tell somebody to create one that's successful, don't create one that's not successful. You know what? You got to try it.
Uh-huh.
You got to try everything. Who's to say what successful is?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you have certain metrics or whatever, but that was a good 5 things, though. I mean, it's 5 things you can definitely use.
Yeah.
Our State Fair of Texas, who you're not a fan of anyway because you don't want to take your kids there. So
I love the state fair. What the hell are you talking about?
I thought you said you didn't like going to the fair because you don't want to drag your kids to it all the time.
No. So it's difficult to take kids to the fair, but I do love the fair, especially OU weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I used to go every year on OU weekend.
So you're an OU fan?
No.
Well, most Texas fans call it Texas OU weekend.
Well, yeah. Red River rivalry, whatever you want to call it.
Anyway, the State Fair was canceled this year, of course, and there are millions of people, or hundreds of thousands anyway, of people don't get to go to the fair, and so they're not going to do they're not going to ride their rides or do their corn dog or see the greased pig. People chase the greased pigs or whatever they do. Kids don't get to check in their animals. I think they might be doing something for the farm animal kids, 4-H kids, something on the side. But anyway, this past week and the next 3 or 4 weekends, which are fair opening week or fair going weekends, they're having a state fair drive-thru.
Yes, I heard about this.
So for $65, you can take your car down there and you get a couple of corn dogs, you get some cotton candy, you get a little prize, you get your picture taken with big text with a mask on his face. Mask as big as a tent, they said. But anyway, some other thing they're doing, though, which I thought was cool, because I was digging around on this. I don't know if I'll go to the drive-thru. You know, you could $65 a car load, $65 per car. You can get 8 people in the car can go, but you can't get out of the car. And for $65, you only get 2 corn dogs and then a bunch of other stuff. Who's going to fight over that? There's also a $100 package where you get 4 corn dogs. So, first of all, you got to have a minivan to have 8 people, but whatever. They do what they do, so that's fine. It's a cool idea, if nothing else. At least it gives some people something to do. Something else these people are doing, all the people that make this crazy food stuff, you know, the fried Dr. Pepper and all this kind of crazy stuff, they're existing individual restaurants or catering companies or whatever.
Right.
Like one guy has an Italian restaurant, but he's the guy that makes, I forget what, some wild thing, some kind of peanut butter and banana fried sandwich or something like that.
Yeah.
And his restaurant's called Cafe Italiano. But he's a Mexican guy, and his food is all deep fried, sweet, good stuff. But anyway, he's the one that has won more times every year as far as the best of the fair or whatever. But he's selling that stuff in his restaurant, and just as a state fair thing, just because they have the stuff to make it, so why not sell it?
Yeah.
A lot of the vendors are doing that. Something else I did, they had a promo where if you go online and you buy 2 of these cookbooks, and the cookbooks, mind you, this book is 400 and something pages. So I thought, oh, wow, they put a whole bunch of recipes in here from all these years. No, this is just from 2019.
What?
These are the entries. Everybody that entered some kind of crazy food thing, toffee crusted dip fruit bites, pumpkin spice cake with cream cheese. That's not so weird. Easy peasy pralines, cranberry relish. I don't know. There's just all kinds of weird stuff in here.
That's awesome.
It's an awesome book, yeah. Razzmatazz, which is... Oh, there was one thing called Jackrabbit Chili. Doesn't have jackrabbit. It's got bison. I thought that was kind of a short thing. But anyway, if you buy 2 of these, what you got for free was a bonus promo product, which is my promo product of the week, which is a auto-open State Fair umbrella that I opened inside. So now we're going to have bad luck. But that's pretty cool. Very colorful. Very nice.
That is.
Here's the coolest thing. It's a closing umbrella as well. Oh, isn't that crazy?
I love those.
Anyway, yeah, they're awesome. This is just like our big promo umbrella, except ours is not decorated as much, but it's the same. It's the same thing. It auto open, auto close. So if you want one of those, send us an email. Maybe I'll send you one, or put a comment on this video, and I'll send you a free umbrella. Not a State Fair one, a big promo one. But anyway, hey, umbrella's umbrella. But anyway, that's all I got about that. Cool. Anyway, this cookbook might be fun. I think I bought 2. One's for Lisa. I don't think I'm going to give one to Steven. You don't want to cook this crap, do you?
I probably wouldn't.
Do you cook a lot?
No. Most of what I do if I'm cooking, I mean, I've got a few recipes of mine that are kind of my recipes I'm really, really good at, and nobody else in my house is allowed to cook them. But whenever I do something, I like doing more of the baking stuff.
Oh, really?
Cookies and shit like that.
Blood orange vanilla cream layer cake.
Oh, I would not be good at that, but it sounds good.
Yeah, there's tons of desserts in here. Tons of desserts. Breads, rolls. There was like 15 different kinds of pizza. I think they had a pizza cook-off.
Wow.
And one was cauliflower crust, veggie, blah, blah, blah. And the first ingredient is cauliflower crust. They don't tell you how to make cauliflower crust, which that would be awesome. But anyway, egg casserole, frittatas, bulgogi. What is that?
I have no idea.
Korean cowboy bulgogi. I don't know. This has a whole bunch of stuff.
Do they have a lot of chili in there?
Probably. I haven't looked at all. Would you like to borrow it? You can have it. Anyway, that's all I got about that.
Cool.
I can't wait to get this table fixed. Get rid of those bumps, those noises. And I think that's all I have to talk about.
All right.
Do you have anything else?
No, that's all I got.
Have we come to the end of our little soiree here?
I believe so.
Listen, everybody, this has been fun. It's been real. Sorry, it's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I think that's the line.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess that's it, Amber.
All right.
See you next week.
See you next week, Rich.
Virtual high fives, y'all. I have to click on. Okay, now I want to say. I think when I hit this. Okay, I'm going to do the 15-second end, and then it's going to go.